We're now going into one of my more favorite or subjects, also one of the hottest and sometimes the most controversial subject when it comes down to the world of investing. Most people, when they invest for capital gains. And you can hear that in their vocabulary when they say, oh, I bought a stock and I think it's going to go up. I bought it for 10, I think it'll go to 20. They're holding for capital gains. People do that too with real estate. They say, I bought a house for $100,000 and I expect it to go to $200,000. Again, that's capital gains. Or somebody says, my net worth has gone up because my house has appreciated in value. Again, that's capital gains. And there's nothing right or wrong with it, but as a professional investor, professional investors are investing for cash flow, not capital gains. Capital gains, if you're holding a stock or a piece of property or a business for capital gains, that's really speculation, also another word for gambling. You're hoping something will happen in the future. For myself, I'm always holding for cash flow. I generally do not buy something unless it puts money in my pocket every month. And I mean cash, not earnings, not all of that stuff. I want cash flow. So it becomes a very important subject, and the more you look into the world of investing, you'll find out why the richest investors invest for cash flow while the amateurs invest for capital gains. Nonetheless, there are times when I do invest for capital gains, and including I do that sometimes in real estate alone. And sometimes I do that in real estate myself. One way of doing it is what I was taught by my rich dad was that the formula for great wealth is found on the board game Monopoly. And we all know the formula. The formula is 4 greenhouses, 1031 into a red hotel. 4 greenhouses, red hotel. So a lot of times we get into the market buying small things that we're going to flip for quick cash for the capital gains, but eventually you want to transfer it into cash flow. Because cash flow, that steady cash flow, is what really gives you the freedom. Many times this doesn't give you freedom, it gives you worries, because if stock goes up, price goes down, real estate goes up, down, down. What I want is this in the long term over here. In the stock market, they often shift people into bonds for income and things like this. But as you know, bonds today are paying, what, 7% and down. It's not very high cash flow. So it's very important to understand the power of capital gains. So a lot of times, what I'll do is if the trend, again, the trend is important. Let's say that the real estate trend is this way. That means people are moving into town at a high rate of speed. That means housing prices have to go up because more and more people are coming in. If people are moving out, the price will go down or go this way, as per se. But a lot of times what I'll do, and in this game Cash Flow 202, you'll have what's called starter homes. And a starter home is a great place to begin your investment portfolio strategy in the real estate market. You look for starter homes at a low price, low down payment. The FHA likes to lend people on starter homes or duplexes or fourplexes and make it very easy. You get 90% financing on those things. It's a good way to take advantage of a rapidly moving uptrend, which we've had in real estate for the last 10 years, going this way. So that's what you do, is you buy it, you sell it for capital gains, you buy it, you sell it for capital gains. Hopefully you put it into a 1031, but you don't always have to do that. But what you're looking for is enough capital or cash so you can eventually buy the red hotel that gives you the cash flow. The beautiful thing for me as a young boy starting at age 9, I saw my rich dad start with small starter homes. And in less than 10 years, he owned the big red hotel right on Waikiki Beach. So I actually saw my rich dad playing this game called Monopoly in real life. When I was 9 years old, he had little greenhouses, and by the time I was 19, he owned one of the larger hotel blocks on Waikiki Beach. And that hotel today is gone, but his family still owns the land under that big hotel. It took them 10 years. And so that's the power of starting small, making your mistakes early, and you will make mistakes. Don't be afraid of that, but don't take huge financial risks. Don't shoot for the moon or swing for the backfield right away, the ballpark right away. Start small, get some experience. Hopefully the market continues its trend, and eventually you'll shift your investments over into a larger deal for cash flow.